take over the whole world. That's what we're made for.
Recently, two of the biggest stars from Degrassi The Next Generation, Cassie Steele, who played Manny Santos, and Miriam McDonald, who played Emma Nelson, got together to do an Instagram Live where they answered some of their fans' biggest questions. Some of the topics that the girls brought up were really fun, while some of the things that they discussed got very emotional and personal. Here are some of the biggest revelations that the girls shared about their time on Degrassi and what they went through. The girls revealed the most challenging storylines for them to play. For Cassie, those episodes included Accidents Will Happen, where her character Manny found herself pregnant and struggling to decide if she would keep the baby. Her character ended up choosing to have an abortion, which caused this episode to be so controversial that it was not aired in the USA at the time. Cassie admitted in the live chat that she thinks that her character's abortion storyline being banned in the USA was very disappointing. Cassie went on to add that Venus was a particularly challenging episode for her as well. In this episode, Manny struggles with wanting to be an actress in her body image. Cassie Steele has said that she has had a lot of body image issues growing up because she was always curvier than other actresses who she would audition with. In Venus, a talent agent implies that Manny is overweight and tells her to, quote, dump the beans and rice. Cassie says that she felt like this line that the writers added in for the talent agent to say definitely had racial undertones, considering Manny was Filipino. In my opinion, that line wasn't necessary to the plot, and I'm unsure why the Degrassi writers kept that line in when there was in no way, shape, or form racism discussed in that episode. And if they were going to keep that line in the episode, then it probably should have been discussed. In the same episode, Manny gets drunk at a party and is taken advantage of by a boy named Peter, who decides to film her lifting her halter top and flashing the camera.
I'm gonna be an actress, like Academy Award winning. You can sell this for $1 million because I'm gonna be famous. Yeah.
Peter then distributes the video of a topless Manny to the entire school without her consent. Peter does not face any real consequences for this, and the episode is widely viewed as problematic by today's standards. For Miriam, she says that her most challenging storyline to portray was the episode titled Our Lips Are Sealed. In this episode, her character Emma struggles with an eating disorder and must fight to overcome it with the help of her family and friends. Miriam McDonald says that this episode felt rushed and that it should have been done better, but I will get into that more later. The girls discussed the episodes of Degrassi that they could personally relate to the most. Miriam said that she related to the episode where her stepfather, who was Mr. Simpson, found out that he had cancer. She said that it brought out strong feelings of when she was watching people that she loves struggling with their own issues. She added that she knows that people would assume that the episode she could relate to the most was the eating disorder episode, due to the fact that Miriam McDonald opened up a few years ago that she actually had a really bad eating disorder during her teen years while on Degrassi. But Miriam said that she cannot choose that episode because it was not done enough justice for her. The conversation got really heavy when Miriam broke down in tears and revealed that her sister also struggled with an eating disorder for 15 years and passed away due to it. She says that she didn't appreciate the way that the show glossed over the seriousness of eating disorders. Cassie Steele agreed that the eating disorder episode was a very difficult one to do. She says that just being young girls in the entertainment industry, that there were many people who were close to them who were suffering from disordered eating. Cassie also revealed that she felt upset with the writers for making Miriam relive her own eating disorder through that episode. At the time that that episode was filmed, Miriam was actually in the process of recovering from her eating disorder, and Cassie didn't think that it was appropriate that the show would have them do an episode on the topic with everything that Miriam had been through, because she could have easily been triggered back into disordered eating. Both Miriam and Cassie admitted that they did not put their all into this episode and that they were very closed off because they wanted to keep an arm's distance with the topic of eating disorders because it was triggering for the both of them. Both Cassie and Miriam revealed that they were slut-shamed and bullied in real life due to the characters that they played on TV. The character of Manny Santos was known to be a boyfriend stealer and was labeled as promiscuous, while the character of Emma had a very famous couple of episodes where she was doing sexual favors in the ravine for bracelets, and as a result, her character Emma ended up getting an STI in her mouth. In that same episode, there's also a school-wide outbreak of the STI that Emma got, but it seems like only Emma is villainized for getting it in the episode. Cassie and Miriam said that when they would go back to high school or to a party or even to the mall, that other teens would harass them because they were unable to separate the actresses from their storylines. Cassie Steele admitted that she most related to the character of Ellie due to her cutting storylines and the fact that she often felt out of place with the rest of the cast and like she didn't belong. Cassie said that her favorite pairing on the show was her character Manny and Craig, aka the most controversial couple in Degrassi history, as they had an intensely volatile relationship. Cassie also admitted that she actually had a real-life crush on the actor who played Craig, Jake Epstein, and that sometimes she felt uncomfortable around him due to the fact that she was so into him. She says that their chemistry was very real. Miriam revealed that she didn't like her character Emma and Spinner getting married and ending up together, and thinks that Emma should have ended up with Emma's day one boyfriend and fan favorite Sean Cameron, like the fans wanted. Cassie admits that she thinks her character Manny actually would have ended up with reformed bad boy Jay. She added that Manny and Craig would have never been able to work out long term, no matter how badly the fans wanted it to work out, because of how volatile and unhealthy Manny and Craig's relationship was. Miriam admitted that if she didn't play Emma, she would have wanted to play Manny, because Manny was super exciting and so different from her more uptight character. And Cassie said that she would have liked to play Craig because she thinks that his struggles with mental health were really important to portray to audiences, and that he was such a fully developed character. Cassie admitted that she was just as boy crazy as Manny, if not more. Cassie feels like Manny could have and should have been bisexual. She also wishes that Manny could have had a mental health struggle storyline, because Cassie herself went through a lot of mental health problems while growing up. And finally, Cassie believes that if Manny were in high school today, she would be a bona fide TikTok superstar and showcase her Spirit Squad moves on the platform. Did any of these revelations shock you? Is a Degrassi reunion long overdue? Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.